We all know that having a to-do list, having some type of time management tool is important for us to be productive and make sure that we're doing the things that we need to do. But do you know what's even more important than a to-do list? Well, listen to the intro and I'll tell you. Welcome to my journey of self-discovery, life balance, career success, and business creation. This podcast works to answer the question of how successful professionals like us stop drifting and get focused on keeping our careers and businesses growing rapidly while having a full, balanced, and vibrant life that we absolutely love. What we call the Third Power Life. And this is the Third Power Life Podcast. So even more important than a to-do list is a not to-do list. There are a number of things that we do on a regular basis that we just really shouldn't be doing, things that we shouldn't be spending time on. And while I am a huge proponent of having a to-do list and making sure that the things that are important are getting done, I take one of my favorite books is called The One Thing. And there's a question in there is, what's the one thing that I can do such that by doing it, everything else becomes easier or unnecessary? And I love that concept of how do I focus and just do the really important stuff. And what I want us to do and what I'm doing myself is I look through all of the things that I put on my to-do list every day in my journal. I get my journal out and I write, here's all the stuff that I want to make sure that I get done that are important. And there are times when stuff gets moved forward a couple of times. And I ask myself the question, do I really need to do that? Or should that go on the not to do list? And I also take stock of my days and look at, where am I spending my time? I'm gonna go on Facebook for just a second, right? And check my Third Power Performance page, and you end up there for an hour, right? So scrolling endlessly through social media, not to-do list, right? Spending time on inane things that just don't help you, not to-do list. Things that are busy work, things that make you feel like you're accomplishing something, but it's not helping you towards your quest, needs to go on the not to do list. So we need to look at all of the things that we're spending our time on. Where is our energy going? I have a whole thing that I talk about. You think of yourself as energy. How much you wake up in the morning with a certain amount of energy, right? I even liken it to a phone battery. You wake up hopefully with a full charge if you've slept decently. Some of us wake up at like 30% sometimes, but so we wake up in the morning, we've got a certain amount of energy to use. And that's why I always tell people, do your creative stuff in the morning, right? Because every decision you make takes energy. Every task you do takes energy. Every interaction you have takes energy. All of those things matter. They're pulling your energy out and you're draining it down, right? And so you only have a finite amount. So let's cut out the things that aren't helping us. Cut out the things that are draining our energy and not giving us anything in return. And now I can do a whole other episode on the emotional baggage tax. The emotional baggage, yeah, stuff that drains your energy before you even get started. But anyway, but evaluate all of the things that you're doing. What is actually helping you move forward in your life? What is actually improving your relationships? What's improving your career? What's allowing you to move forward in your business? Those are the things that are important. I spent today, I spent way too much time playing with some new streaming software and just kind of looking around and reading reviews and doing all of the stuff that here's the thing. Here's the thing that makes it dangerous. And this is why it goes on the not to do list. It feels productive. It's like truthiness, if you remember Stephen Colbert. It's not true, but it feels like it should be true, right? Well, I was doing things that feel productive, but they're not really productive. So don't get into that pattern. Look for those things and put them on the not to do list, right? That's the kind of thing that if you really, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are times when you do need to evaluate different streaming softwares or, different business decisions or that. A lot of those things you can outsource, or you can look at it and say, is this truly worth my time? And am I in analysis paralysis? Am I just kind of looking it over and looking it over and looking it over? I already know what I need to do, but I want to be super sure. I want it to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. Get enough information to make the decision and then move forward. Otherwise, it goes on the not to do list. All right, you getting this? So let's evaluate where our time, where our energy is going, and whittle that to do list down and put stuff on the not to do list, and then don't do it. Right? Let's take control of our time and control of our energy and put it where it needs to go. So that's my message for today. Take control. Take control of your energy. Take control of your time. Take control of your life. And that's how we all live our lives to the third power. Until next time. I'm glad you enjoyed this podcast. Please let us know what impacted you in today's episode. You can join our Discord or Facebook community to connect with like-minded people that want a real third power life. You can go to thirdpowerlife.com or look in the show notes for links. And remember, hit that like, subscribe, and rate button for the Third Power Life podcast. Until next time.